Hello. So welcome to Matrix Live Season 2, Episode 29. The observant amongst you will notice that I'm not Matthew, or Amadine, or indeed Ben. I'm Neil. I'm sorry you're stuck with me, and I'm your host this time round. I'm not on my own. I'm joined by this gentleman here. I'm not entirely sure where he's come from. We've not made acquaintance yet. We'll probably find out as we rove around the office. But he will interject, I'm sure, as the time is right. So what's been going on this week? Well, a really big deal for us right now is spec. We're trying to push forward to getting an R0 release across every single one of our APIs. And we're doing this across a whole bunch, but an awful lot of work going into server spec. And Travis is just really pushing that forward. We're publishing our plan so that everyone can see what we're sort of trying to include in that. It's on GitHub right now. And there's a link in This Week in Matrix, so you can go and have a look. Do tell us if you think we're missing anything, any glaring omissions would be really helpful. And yeah, just take a look and see if it kind of makes sense to you. All right, so what I suggest we do, we get up and go walk around the office and see what everyone's been up to. Right, let's do it. There we go. And we'll find out who that little fella was as well. So, who is about? Well, Dave's looking serious with headphones on, so let's go see Eric. Eric, hello.
Hello.
The lighting's kind of tough here. Oh well. We'll persevere.
We have some sort of halo going on.
Maybe I'll put it over there.
Yeah,
There we go.
Yeah.
There we are. Oh, tremendous. There we go. How are you, Eric? What's going on?
Well, I've been ill for most of the start of this week, so not a huge amount has been going on, I'm afraid. So for most of this half the week, I've just pottering around and fixing smaller issues while I get back up to speed. We've been landing some performance stuff for the Federation side of things, so that when you have workers, you can put more Federation traffic through the workers rather than hitting the main process, which should hopefully give us a little bit more extra headroom, especially for the occasional really large request that comes in and takes out the master for a few minutes, which is generally considered a bad thing when that happens. So that's mostly now live, so hopefully there'll be a little bit more stability, but a couple more things to deploy before that is finished.
And what's going on next week? What's the
Next
future
week,
like?
so next week, hopefully I'll be spending most of my time looking at state resolution implementation. So that's actually been hooked up in Synapse. It's on a branch, but it works. I've just tried it with SciTest and everything passes, and it's amazing.
All right.
It is the least efficient implementation you can possibly imagine, but on the other hand, it's not going to actually be used, so probably doesn't matter for now. The aim is to get it to land, and then we can deal with optimization further down the line. So yeah.
Cool. What can you tell us about Python 3?
Ooh, Python 3, yeah, that's going along. I've just been looking at, I think Rich has just been looking at some of Amber's Python 3 stuff. That's quite exciting. We've got a bunch of work done to get more CI for Python 3, which is incredibly important because, hey, yay, continuous integration.
More CI generally.
Yes. I mean, our list of CI on Synapse is now grown to like 8 or 9 or something insane, which is good. And they don't take too long, which is even better. And also hopefully we can use a lot of Amber's work to test multiple versions of state resolution against SciTest and all that sort of good stuff. So yeah, I think Python 3 is getting close to actually being useful.
Yeah, we're really hoping to have a beta that we can share, and just sort of people who feel suitably brave can try this out. But we're starting to feel pretty good about that. And as soon as we've got it, we'll start shouting from the hills and try and get some feedback on it. We've been running it ourselves, not on matrix.org, but just on personal servers, and starting to get to a place where we're pretty happy. So
I'm just watching my desktop notifications as Amber and Rich there's pings of emails going back and forth for all the reviews, and it's like email inboxes just fill up of people doing stuff, which is just terrible. Honestly, people should stop doing stuff.
That's proper Matrix Live. You see the PRs going by as you're talking. That's brilliant. All right. Okay. Let's go and disturb Dave.
Bye.
Headphones are off. Oh, say bye-bye. There we go.
Bye.
Bye. Right. Let's go and find Dave. Right. I've just learnt my lesson that I can't put the laptop there. I'm going to put it over here.
Okay, yes.
So that everyone can see you. And
Hello.
you're not just a sort of shadow. There is a sort of toy gentleman in a sort of chimney in the meeting room. Is that you?
That's not me. This is me. No.
No. All right. Okay. Well, it's going to remain a mystery. What's been going on in Riot?
What's been going on? Yeah. So Bruno's been busy doing lazy loading stuff. Finally landed lazy loading. Very exciting.
This looks really good.
Yeah. So that hopefully should make a huge difference to the performance of Riot, because it now won't have to load a huge amount of members for rooms that have loads and loads of members in them. You can just load them as they're actually necessary.
So this will be particularly good for like the case where you're room switching.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So that's on develop now. So yeah, you can give that a try. It's even on matrix.org, so you can go and turn the labs flag on and give it a try.
Very nice. Anything to say about redesign?
Yeah, redesign is continuing at pace. I've seen Bruno's also been working on the part of the redesign is getting the panels able to move and change size independently, and I've seen that now happening. So that's looking very promising.
Yeah, hopefully we can put a sort of GIF or something on the blog. That'll be really cool. It looks great. So Bruno's full steam ahead on that stuff now. And how about you? What are you working on?
I have been doing bits of Riot UI basically for both home server quotas, and when you exceed your quota, that is I think entirely landed now. And now I'm onto bits of UI for room versions and upgrading your room versions.
Right. And this is to support state resolution algorithms. And,
yes.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, because that will require a new protocol version in the room, which is essentially a new room. But we're trying to make that a bit nicer than it was for the Matrix HQ upgrade process, so your client actually guides you through it a bit.
Right. Okay, and I guess on Riot Mobile, it's the same sort of idea. You know, there's a lot of work going towards lazy loading. There's some room versioning work as well.
Yeah.
I think the iOS gang are trying to put out 0.7.0, so that'll hopefully be early next week. And Android focusing on getting their own lazy loading implementation out the door. It's particularly interesting in the mobile case because they're doing a bunch of stuff on the client side as well. So you actually end up with 2 layers of with caching.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be really nice. All right, okay, onwards. Now, you may notice it's a little bit quiet in the office today because August and all that kind of stuff. So other things that are going on. This weekend, we're at OggCamp. It's going to be Ben's first speaking engagement for Matrix. Oh, that mirrors. There's windows everywhere, aren't there? So Ben's going to be doing that. I'm going to join him. Half Short will be there. JCG will be there. So if you happen to also be there, it's in Sheffield. Come say hi. We'll have some swag and all that kind of good stuff. Right. I think that's it. We did have a Michael in. He seems to have run for the hills or who knows what. So I'm going to bid you farewell. Next week, I think it will be Amandine giving you this, so you won't have to put up with me anymore. Have a great week and look at the blog post. All right. Bye-bye.